Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking and thank you for being here. This is for all signs, this reading. It's going to be in relation to the new moon solar eclipse in Leo, which is going to be taking place on August 11th, 2018. Okay, it's going to be, as I said, in relation to the eclipse, so I'm going to speak a little bit of astrology, not a lot, and then I'm going to do the divine spread, the reading that I do, the reading that I did. It's going to be similar with the August 1st to the 15th. It's going to be a divine spread just like I did then, but it's going to be a full reading with the extended part of it. Now this is for all signs. But towards the end, I'm going to be pulling the romance angels, one card for each sign, so stick around to the end for that. I will be also using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, the Lenormand deck by Ciro Marchetti's. Okay, this is the expanded edition. And I will be taking La Vera Sibilla, just like I do in the Vimeo extended readings. I will be using the Pictorial Key Tarot by David Corsi. And for the divine message, which is the Karma Dharma position in my divine spread, I will be using the Tarot 3D by the same author, David Corsi. Now, as I said, stick around. This is for all signs, the reading, but at the end I will be pulling the romance angels to see what's happening in your love life. Now, one announcement before I start on the astrology is that, as I have already mentioned, for those of you that follow me on Facebook, I did say that I'm going to do another competition there. There will be one lucky winner that's going to receive a half-hour reading for free. And that is the people that are following me on Facebook. So I said I was going to announce how I will pick the winner. What you need to do to take part in that is, following me on Facebook. I'm going to upload this video on Facebook as well. And underneath this video, you're going to have to leave a comment. Anything you want to say at all the people who will be commenting under that video, which will be called New Moon Solar Eclipse in Leo. Okay, you'll know to comment under that so that you could take part in the competition. I will be choosing one winner, as I said, and the announcement will be made around the 20th of August. Okay, so do look out for that. I will be announcing that on Facebook. Okay, all right. Now, in relation to the astrology, now the new moon solar eclipse is taking place in Leo. Now, what do we know about Leo? Leo is all about confidence, it's creativity, because you know how Leo likes to shine their light. They're ruled by the sun. So they like to be up on stage. They like to perform. They like to be, the apple of everyone's eye. They like to show themselves. So Leo is also about romance and about true love, dating, flirting, all those beautiful first parts of a relationship. Leo also rules games like lucky games, taking risks, anything to do with sports or recreation. Also hobbies, what do we like to do, for fun, because Leo is all about having fun. It's the child that likes to have fun, right? Go out and play, that's what it's all about. And also children are very important and in the limelight with Leo, because Leo is a child, right? It's the adolescent child that's growing up that wants to go out and have fun. So this eclipse is all about new beginnings, New moons are always about new beginnings. So it's regarding, in relation to all the things that I just mentioned, new beginnings. Now, for there to be new beginnings, there will be endings as well. Also, what we need to know about Leo is that because it's such a confident sign, with the eclipse, and eclipses can be difficult energy. Eclipses happen because we need to shift our perspective, shift our lives, shift something, change something, and tweak something to be put on the right path. Now, in relation to self-confidence, okay, we need to discover our path forward, because let's say Leo being the child, it needs to grow and mature. And by doing that, by making a shift and being aligned with what is our true life's purpose, because we know that eclipses are energies that are meant to put us on the right path. If we have been, going down the wrong path, it's time to shift. And that's why the energy can be a little bit difficult. Now, we're going to be seeing all the flaws, right, around the time of the eclipse. Do know that the energy of the eclipse lasts for about 6 months. Okay, now, because we're in a lot of retrograde planets, most of the planets are retrograde at this time. When we do have retrogrades, we need to redo things. So this is a very good time to go over things. Mercury, Mars, most of the planets, except for Jupiter. Jupiter is the only planet that's actually going direct, as well as Venus. They're the only 2 planets actually that are going direct at the moment. Now, Venus very soon will be turning retrograde as well. And we know that, when we've got all these retrogrades, it makes us, turn inwards. That's what retrogrades need us to do. We need to go inwards. It's not about doing things, getting motivated. It's about looking over the finer details. Uranus will be turning retrograde in about a day. Today's actually the 7th of August when I'm doing this reading. Mercury will be going direct in a couple of weeks, so that will be the start of, let's say we're on the 7th, in a couple of weeks. Around towards the end of August, Mercury will be picking up speed and going direct, which is a blessing. So especially for those, for the 2 signs, for Virgo and for Mercury, which are ruled by Mercury, of course, for them it's more important. But yes, it's important with Mercury going direct for each and every one of us, because we all as a collective feel the energies that are going on in the sky, right? Now I wanted to say also that this eclipse is not as potent as the full moon lunar eclipse that took place in Aquarius on the 27th of July. This is nowhere near as strong, so it is the last eclipse for eclipse phase at this time. The next eclipses will be in 2019, in the beginning of 2019, January, February. So as I said, the further away we get from the eclipses, the less potent is the energy. So we're still in very difficult energies at the moment. So do recognize that and just try and go with the flow. I know it's been very tough. It's still very hard. Okay, so if you're getting through these energies, then you should be happy with yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. We've still got energies we're working through, but we can do this, everyone. We can do it. Now I'm calling on my guides, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, the universe. I would like to have as a general reading for the new moon solar eclipse in Leo. And again, happy birthday, dear Leos. What is the karma or dharma position? Now, we know that eclipses are very karmic because they deal with the nodes, north node, south node, north node, in Leo, south node in Aquarius. What is the karma or dharma around the new moon solar eclipse in Leo? And everyone, because it's a new moon, as soon as you can see that moon in the sky, the new moon, the crescent moon, please make your wishes, send your wishes out to the universe. Okay, now as a collective, as a general reading, we have oh my goodness, we've got the devil. Okay, the devil is the card of Capricorn. It's funny because I was ready to pick another card and then this one just wanted to show up. So this is karma or dharma, the karma or dharma position. Now do know that I'm not doing reversals in this spread, so, and it is a general reading, so the energies will be different for everyone. Timing won't be exactly the same for all of you, and as well as know that if this is not your reading, I mean, if this does not resonate with your situation, then it's not for you. Now, as I said, this energy is the energy of Capricorn. Now, we know that Mars is retrograde. It's just coming over the 0 position of Capricorn. It's like dipping back into Capricorn because it's been in Aquarius, right? It was right on the eclipse of the 27th of July. So it was conjunct. It was right on top of the eclipse in Aquarius. Now it's moving, Mars is moving back into Capricorn. And Capricorn is, it's an earth sign. It's a very grounded energy. So we've got Pluto in Capricorn. We've got Saturn in Capricorn. Actually, Mars has already dipped its toe into Capricorn, so we need to say that it's there. All those 3 planets are retrograde. Okay, now Capricorn is the hierarchy. It is the boss. It is someone who calls the shots, the boss, right? The boss, whatever that means for you. It is standing in your integrity, putting in the hard work, going over things and redoing them. Now, Capricorn is also the house of work, our career. It's also the house of our father or whoever wears the pants, I should say, in the family. So the devil energy we know is very physical, right? Because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. What was I saying now? Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's a very grounded energy. Saturn is a very grounding energy. It's the person who holds the key to the door. It's the person that is minding the door to paradise. You will not be able to get through that door unless you have done the right thing. Unless you have put in all that hard yakka, you really need to push through. Even though, yes, all these retrograde planets and Mars especially being retrograde, it's as though you're trying to push forward, but there's a very there's an energy, there's someone behind that door pushing the other way. So it's a push and pull sort of a situation. If you see that you're trying hard with something, that you're giving it that 110% and it's not working out, let it be. Let it be. Do not push anymore. Give it a break. Give it some time. That's the message that's coming through. Okay, now, the devil energy is also anything to do with restrictions. God knows we've got a lot of restrictions with all these backward moving planets. Not that they're really moving backwards, but they look like they are. If you look from the Earth, from Earth's point of view, they seem to be going backward. And when they do look as though they're going backwards, know that the energy is way stronger, right? Okay, let's see. Now, starting from the 11th of August, 2018, and for the next 6 months, do know, people, that you can come back to this reading, right? Come back to this reading. Know that it's going to be especially speaking to this reading for the next month until the next new moon. And that is, you need to take my word for that, because when we've got a new moon, right, until the next new moon, which would be in Virgo, this is a very on-point reading in relation to the energies. As well as it continuing, I would advise that some of you will look back even after 3 months, see where you're at, come back to this reading and see if anything more resonates for you. You will know if this is your reading. So, spirit guides and angels, the new moon solar eclipse in Leo at 18 degrees and 42, is that, minutes? Yes, 18 degrees and 42 minutes to be exact. Just another thing before I do the cards, before I lay out the cards. Do know that the year 2018 does add up to a number 11. Now 11 is a new portal. We know that eclipses are portals. But for me, number 11 is a new doorway that is opening. It's as though you are growing very spiritually. Your third eye is opening and you are growing spiritually. You've got a much more sense of self-worth. You are more aligned, I would say, or you will be more aligned. By the end of this year, I believe that for most of us, we're going to be on the edge of a new beginning, right? Just like the Fool is, and the Fool is, it is a number 1, right? I feel that there are strong beginnings this year, starting this year. So 2019, I believe that brand new beginnings, even though there is difficult energy still, and I believe that the next 2-3 years are going to be rough, but do know that what seeds you are starting to plant from all this year, up until the next 2-3 years, I would say that putting in that tough love, putting in that hard work, rolling up those sleeves and getting your elbows dirty is going to pay off. So trust in the process. Okay, in the distant past, this is the root of the matter. 6 of Wands. In the hidden position, what we do not know here. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. In the recent past, the 5 of Pentacles. In the present situation, 8 of Cups. Now, your goal and what is crowning your reading is the Nine of Wands. The action or the advice for this reading for the eclipse is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the outcome position is the World. So on point, isn't it? And the divine position here, what is happening planetarily at the moment and with this eclipse is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, right, is the energy of Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is a fire sign, obviously, so they're ruled, Sagittarius is actually ruled by Jupiter. And Sagittarius is obviously going to be receiving Jupiter back on the 8th of November. And that is where Jupiter will be very strong. It will be at full strength in its home of Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is foreign places and foreign people from different backgrounds, different cultures. Sagittarius is also a very spiritual sign. It is the guru. It is higher education. It is also speaking truth, speaking your truth, standing in your integrity, obviously. When you speak your truth, what we give to the universe, we will receive. Now, with the knights always speak of action. We know that this knight does not like to sit around for too long. So there's a very strong sense of wanting to move, wanting to get to our goal. But as I said, with retrogrades, we're having a bit of difficult energy. It's like we're pushing forward and not getting there. It's as though we're seeing the final outcome, the goal, and we keep missing it. We keep like pushing full steam ahead, but we're not able to get there. But with the card of the World here in the final outcome, this is a completion. This is a successful completion. Now, this is the World card. It's a major arcana card. Cycles are ending for new cycles to begin. Now, just letting you know that Venus is just about... Oh, Venus just moved into Libra 4 hours ago while I'm doing this reading. Venus is in its home of Libra. Libra is the partnership house, right? So good luck to you, Libra people. You've got your ruler in your sign, I should say, for those of you that are ascendant Libras. Then Venus is in your first house, which is a blessing because obviously having Venus in your first house says that it blesses with love and money on every aspect of your life. Now, with Aphrodite here, as I say, she's in the womb here. As I was speaking of before, whatever seeds you are planting, something has already started to germinate. Something has begun. This is like the seed in the womb, right? Something that you have put hard work into and you have completed or you will be completing, right? Something is successfully completing. For some of you, it may have already completed with the recent eclipse because we had a full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius. Maybe that's where you had the completion and now there is a new beginning taking form. Now, as I say, with the World card, it does speak of Saturn. Now, Saturn is Kronos. Kronos is the Lord of time. Okay, so time is very important here. Time is of essence, as we say. And time can be very fluid as well and very different for each and every one of us. We all know that tarot has got many layers, and I do read what I feel and what comes to me. So now let's look at the Six of Wands, and this is what has taken root, where everything stems from. Now the Six of Wands can be a card of being successful. It is a 6. 6 is also the house of Virgo. It's what we do at work. It's what we do every day. It looks as though a lot of you may have gotten to a place of having succeeded with work, being blessed with becoming a celebrity, becoming someone who is at a point of respect. Yes, there is a lot of respect here from people for what you do creatively, what you feel passionate about, maybe what you have already given birth to creatively, whether this is your business or anything that you do creatively in your life. Now, this card can also speak of a point of being, riding high on your horse. This is very Leo. It's the shadow side of Leo, where yes, you think you've gotten to a point of success, and yes, everything is mine. I can do everything. I am the one that is capable. I like to shine my life to the world, and I can succeed at anything I do. Yes, that's a very positive thought, yes, but we've got to be humbled, and that's what the eclipse in Leo is talking about. Okay, so 6 again is a number of balance. Yes, for those of you that have succeeded, really, you need to get to the 10. We've also got the 9 here, 9 of Wands, which is a card of protection, like protecting everything that you have built around work or anything that you do with your let's say what you protect around your life, like what you have already built up, what is yours, what for some of you that you may be afraid of losing. As I was saying, a lot of you are close to the end. You can see the outcome, you can see your goal, and you're being very, some of you are actually being overprotective, and that's not a good thing. I think that we need to relax a little bit, let go of a little bit of rope. If this is a tug of war, you need to know when to start pulling that rope again. As I said, we're going over the details. When and if you are aligned with your higher self, because that's what Sagittarius is all about. It's our higher self. It's the divine, right? When we receive those messages from our higher self and we look within, we trust our intuition, we know that it's time to push because we have been receiving information, those little nudges, those little voices, then we know that it's time to push. It's like giving birth. You don't push unless you're told to push, right? So I do believe that some of you may also need guidance from people around you, from family members, from people who are there for you. I would say that many times, yes, we can go it alone, but sometimes we do need to listen to the people around us. Listen to those people who have our highest good at heart. Right? Now, 9 again speaks of almost being there. Okay? Almost. We've also got another 9 here. The 9 of Pentacles. This is standing alone, independently, and financially being stable. As I said, with the Nine of Wands, because he looks as though he's been bruised and battered, right? He's been through a tough time. I'm saying that, and I'm seeing that we need to let our friends, our family, lend a helping hand, because we're in very difficult energies at the moment. We need a bit of support from others, even if it's just that kind word, that word of wisdom, whatever it is. I would say that with this card here, yes, I know that we can all stand on our own, but I believe that with the energy of this card, it's saying that don't stand in a very egotistical place and say, I can do this on my own. I think it's a time of letting others be there for you. It's a time of coming together, because there's not enough of that in the world. I think that the group would be much more equipped to take on the energies that are around at this time than going it alone. And I feel as though this is the hidden message which is coming through this card. And as a group, I would say that finances will be great. They will be much more stable. It is a 9, which speaks of one step before the 10. So that is a blessing with this card being here. Now, this is also the card of Virgo for me. Now, Venus has just come out of Virgo, which Venus is love and money and anything that we value, right? So whatever you have put in that hard work for, with whatever you do day to day, even with health, because Virgo speaks of our health, whatever you have started, whatever you are doing in work or in health, it's going to be good. It's going to pay off for you, right? Now, some of you may be dealing with a Virgo individual. Virgo people may be important in your life, as well as Sagittarians, as well as Capricorn. Now, because we do have the devil here with Capricorn, for some of you, I believe that there are completions, right? Or endings with Capricornian people, anything to do with difficult energy, like feeling closed up in a box, feeling chained and bound, to anything that deals with Capricorn. Now, is that a person in your life? Is that a boss? Is that a family member? Whatever it is, there is a successful ending. Now, it does not only mean that you are closing the door on a Capricornian person. If this is your partner, there may be just a successful, and I said sex, I'm sorry. That is funny, because this energy is very sexual as well. For some of you, there's going to be, hot, brutal sex, with a Capricorn individual. It can be sun, moon, or rising. But I wanted to say that for those of you that are successfully closing a chapter with a Capricornian person, you could be like, let's say, at a successful point where you're taking your relationship to the next level, or you are successfully ending a cycle where there's a promotion at hand for you. Because as I said, Capricorn speaks of work as well. And in the action and advice position, there is a brand new beginning with a pentacle. This is earth energy, and I will come back to that. So I was saying that for some of you, yes, successful new completions with work. Others of you are leaving a certain job, starting something new, right? In the profession, in your profession, whatever you do. So promotion, business, new jobs. Some of you, you could even be needing to move, and that's going to behoove you. Some of you may be moving quickly and we've got the World card, which is an international energy, as is the Sagittarian energy. Some of you may be moving internationally, maybe spreading your wings in business on an international level, dealing with foreign places. And we know that the world of the web is where business is at the moment, and very Aquarian energy this is. Obviously, now, I just wanted to mention that with Uranus in Taurus, we know that Uranus is the rebel, right? Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. And it is going back and forth from Aries to Taurus. You know, Aries is ruled by Mars, and it's the warrior. It's the person that puts in, you know, presses the gas and just wants to go. But Aries is the first sign. It's the youth of the zodiac. So it's a beginning, right? Now with Uranus being in Taurus, which is naturally the second house of earned income, and, you know, it's moving back and forth over Aries and Taurus. So what we value is Taurus. What we value, our earned income, anything to do with our comforts, our physical body, right? And our five senses. What we value, we are changing. If there is something that does not work for us, we're going to break it down. Uranus is going to get rid of it. It's like the tower that wipes the slate clean. So now with Uranus going backwards, it will be redoing, rehashing, re-looking at these things, right? Before it can actually stabilize and bring something new into anything to do with Taurus. And we've all got Taurus in our natal chart somewhere, right? Now, let's go on to the recent position. We've got the Five of Pentacles. So recently, this is how we are feeling. Feeling left out in the cold, feeling a sense of lack. It's a five. Fives always speak of conflict. They always speak of not having enough, not being balanced. So there's an imbalance with our finances, with our spirituality. And I believe that when there is an imbalance and a sense of conflict, I do believe that there is a lot of growth there. Now, when I look at this card, there is a blessing in disguise. This is a church behind these two people, which says to me that there is support there. Do not feel as though you are alone. And I was talking about a group project, a group situation, letting others be there for you and you doing the same for others. And this is on a collective scale as well. I do believe that what we give to the world, we do receive. That is what karma is all about. And this card here says that if the finances have been slow moving, and we know that with Venus in Virgo, obviously Venus was not very strong in Virgo, but now it's having moved into Libra. That's where its home is. So it's very strong in partnership, finding balance with money, anything that we value, anything that is beautiful and loving in our life. So we are looking forward to something better now. Okay, in the present position, we've got the Eight of Cups. Now, 8 is the number of strength. Strength is all about Leo. Also, 8 is the house of Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto and Mars, and both those planets are retrograde. So I feel as though with this card, and this card always speaks to me very strongly about our spiritual self, our higher self, the divine. Spiritually, as I said, we are growing. Whatever Jupiter is doing in Scorpio, it is working through the muck, working through whatever needs to be shedded, any skin that needs to be peeled off, any peeling that is taking place. right? There is new skin growing beneath. It needs to become brand new. It's as though we're being reborn. We are moving away from whatever we have had to, let's say we persisted in something and we only got to the 8. We're all looking for those 10 of cups. So when I see this card, there are those 2 of cups are missing. Now those 2 of cups, 2s always speak of balance. Now, is it the relationship, the romantic relationship, that is going on to a new level? Are you growing spiritually with your partner? Or are you leaving a situation where it grew as much as it could grow and there is no more growth here? Now, in the Rider-Waite Tarot, we've got the eclipsed moon in this card. Right? Here it looks like a full moon. And I would say that even though this is the now position, I believe that a lot of you may be on this journey already, as from the last eclipse, right? The full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius. Now, the energy of that eclipse started even a month before. So even from the end of June, okay, some of you are already on a new journey. You're looking for those other 2 cups. Now, if this is business, you're looking for a new partnership. You're looking for people that are more in tune, more on the same page with you. Okay? Now, if this is love, we've got the 8 of Cups moving into the 9. Sorry about that interruption. So, it looks as though some of you are moving into a situation where your partner may be standing at the door and maybe not opening that door. I feel as though I did get a knock at the door, right? Literally. So you are moving into a door, you're knocking on the door, but someone is standing there not letting you in. Okay, metaphorically, literally. Why do I say this? It's because those 2 people are facing each other, they're looking towards each other, but then this is someone who is on a defensive sort of in a defensive sort of a way, not trusting, because this person has obviously been through issues. They've had their issues and they've been hurt in the past, so they're not letting you in that easily. So if this is love, I would say that 2 people are not on the same page. This person still needs to mature spiritually. One of you, either you or your partner, have grown spiritually and you're on that journey already. But this person here needs to get to the 10 before they will open that door. And that is so on point with the retrogrades. People are working through issues. If this is family, again, there could be a necessity for an apology. If you've been through a tough time with family members, you know, and you're looking for those 10 of Cups, I don't think that this person is quite ready yet. There is a necessity here for some sort of an apology. Now, if this is in relation to business, then do know that whatever new venture you're on, whatever old venture you're on, and you've built up so much time and so much energy and you've put in so much work, you've planted those seeds, that plant is ready to sprout. For those of you that are going on a new business, starting something new, I should say, it could even be going on a business trip. Just take care with any issues to do with travel because of Mercury retrograde and Mars being retrograde. Just take care, look over the details, and know that you may come across some rigid energy. Don't forget that with the eclipse that's happening in Leo, the solar eclipse, It is happening from around the signs, actually, that are around from 14 to 24 degrees, and mostly 14 to 24 degrees of the fixed signs, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Now, fixed signs are all about rigid energy. They're very, like, stuck. They're very, what's the word that I want to say? Very stubborn. Yeah, they're quite stubborn, so it's very hard to get past this energy here. So for those of you that have personal planets from 14 to 24 degrees of those fixed signs that I just mentioned, you're going to be more affected by this eclipse than everyone else, okay? Now, in the advice or the action to take, now the advice is that something very new is starting, something that's very physical. This could be in relation to anything to do with your finances, money, anything that is going to bring the stability and is going to build a foundation for you. But it's an ace. So aces are beginnings. Again, this eclipse is on point because we are talking about new things beginning. With new moons, we've got new things starting. So anything to do with your finances, business, starting something new. For others of you, this could even be, the birth of a child, because Leo does rule children. Now, looking at this pentacle, it does look like the sun. It looks like the universe is handing something very, 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 it's like giving you a chance for a new beginning in anything that is very important to you. Now, what is Leo all about? What did I mention before? Anything you've created, true love, romance, lucky games can even bring in money. It's time to take a gamble. Try your luck. Also, Leo, it's what the heart loves, what is dear and near to our heart. That's what the advice is, that there's going to be a new beginning. Now, it may not start today for everyone, okay? It may start in a week. It may, for others of you, could be in a day. Others of you could be a week or a month. It's a one, right? So it's a beginning. Others of you, for those of you that are taking your relationship to the next level and walking through that new door, I did say that it's an 11 year. And if we break, well, the 11 is a master number. You can't really add those numbers together. But it's all about new beginnings. We've got aces everywhere, right? So we've got strong earth. If we look across this way, we've got the 9 and we've got the 1, which adds up to the 10 of Pentacles. So families coming together, the family money, that's what Scorpio is all about. It's other people's money. For some of you, this can even be money coming in from the family. That last pentacle that is necessary to get to the 10, and 10 is a completion. So any money from the family, any money from other people, any shared resources, shared income, shared loans, anything to do with banks, loans, and wills, could be happening for you, because that's where Jupiter is, the benevolent planet in Scorpio. And while it's finishing its 12th year before it gets to its home of Sagittarius, right? It hasn't been in Sagittarius for 12 years. Just think about what was happening in your life 12 years ago. At the beginning of November, when it hits Sagittarius, that's a brand new cycle again. So what was happening for you 12 years ago? Think back. There could be a continuation of what was happening 12 years ago. and a new beginning for what was happening in your life that was very important 12 years ago. Now, if we look at this section here, we've got the Eight of Cups, the Devil, and then the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Sorry, why did I say swords? Okay, so it looks as though this person is moving into something that's going to hinder him. There is a strong point of hindrance here. And as I said, it could be Kronos, Saturn. Saturn is the timekeeper. Could it be time to look at the details, finish up, put in that hard work before you can move fast? We go from stop to fast. We go from 0 to 10. For some of you, this could be a person that is hindering your progress, that is hindering your action, you being able to take action, because that's what this Knight is. Now, we've got a few wands here. What we don't have is air. So air is mental, our mental capacity. So there is not so much much air qualities here. So we're not, and I would say more than likely. Why? Because we've got Mercury retrograde. Mercury is the ruler of our thought process. It's the left brain. Also with Uranus. Uranus is the ethers, right? It's the higher octave of Mercury. And Uranus is like having a bird's eye view from the ethers down to the world, right? So you're looking at things as if they're very, it's a miniature world down there. So you're getting to see things from above. You're getting to see what you need to break down, what does not work for you. And you're going to have a chance with Uranus going retrograde to do that. Now, as I said, also this energy here with the Devil can be very strong sexual energy. Some of you may be leaving a partner because of this diagonal line here. You may be leaving a partner who was a player, or the player may be leaving because it's gotten too hot and sticky here. They do not like to settle down. And this could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or even a Capricorn. Sagittarian people are very free-spirited too, I'd like to say. So if let's say we've got Capricorn and Sagittarius, not a very good match, because Capricorn is very physical. They get stuck on things, That's their downside, their shadow side is like, being stuck. Because they know that they've got to put in the hard work. They know things will not work unless they really work hard at them. And that's why they usually do succeed. But can you be can you be stuck on things forever? You can only really focus on one thing at a time. Is it possible to be giving 120% on every aspect of your life? No. And I've got a few friends that are Capricornian. They're either very stuck on work, like all they do is work, and they're all about work. They're all about career because they want to bring in the money, right? They want security and stability. So, yeah, very different energies here. Now, there could also be a sense of pride within one person. That's why we've got one person sitting high up on their horse, and this could even be a Leo, and we've got another Sagittarian person which is getting out of whatever relationship we've got here, right? It could be romantic, could be business. We've also got Virgo and Leo, let's say, with their back turned to each other. Their backs are turned, right? Again, ego speaks strongly here. Now, even though we don't have any air qualities here, just putting these two cards together here, because I feel as though, and as you can see, these two people are walking into that new beginning. We would have the Six of Pentacles here, Libran energy. Some of you may be dealing with legal issues, yes, and Jupiter is all about legal issues. So things that have been hidden are coming up to the surface, and some of you may be leaving a situation, moving to try and find those Ten of Cups, because what? There's been a lack of finances, a lack of stability, a lack of even spirituality, because this again is a very spiritual card again for me, right? So let's say one person would be at the 5, the other person is at the 8. They're not on the same page. I'm going to take some more cards. For those of you that have had troubles with substances, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, anything like that, or if it's a family member of yours, I do see that they are moving away from this, and there is a sense of completion here. Okay, for those of you that have been working hard to free yourselves, there is a new beginning, right? This is a successful completion, right? The World card is a successful completion. It's one of my favorite cards, and it is a very karmic card as well, which, as I said before, speaks of time. So for some of you, it could take a little bit more, because it is a 21. That adds up to a 3. Could take 3 months. 3 years is a bit far-fetched. As I was mentioning before, times are tough right now. Okay, when we're gonna have like Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all in Capricorn up until 2024. Up until 2024, things are going to be still hard. Let's see what this Ace of Pentacles is speaking of. Oh my God, Ace of Cups. That is glorious. That is so beautiful. Ace of Cups, your Ace of Cups is full and overflowing. New love. For those of you that have been beaten and bruised and moving on, there is promise of new love that's going to bring stability. Okay? We've got like water and earth here for love, especially. So emotions and physicality, like, you know, tangible things as well coming in. Let's look at the Nine of Wands. And we've got the Five of Wands here. So disagreements, people not being on the same page. And this does remind me of family situations, because there's 5 people. Let's look at that Eight of Cups. Now, the Five of Wands can also be people trying to build on something, right? Trying to find that special, that fine line of everyone being on the same page, which is not easy. So there are some conflicts there, but it can be done, right? Through hard work. Well, Two of Cups. What did I say before? We're looking for those Two of Cups. Looking for those Two of Cups that are missing, right? Two of Cups, moving into something new, moving into a new agreement. Others of you are leaving those Two of Cups because, as I say with tarot, there's many layers. Others of you are moving into a partnership that's going to be balanced, and others of you are moving away because there is an imbalance. Let's look at this Five of Pentacles. Now, I've got strong water here as well. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Let's see. Okay, well, with the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Fool. But in this deck, he's not taking that leap of faith. He's ready to begin a new journey. But remember how I said that let your friends help, let your family help. You are not alone. Look at that. It looks as though there's going to be some meeting. I've got 3 people here. 2 people that are being left out in the cold and 1 person that's ready to take a risk. There's going to be a meeting before they can move on. As I said, this could be family, this could be business. Now, the Fool is also the energy of Aries. Aries is where Chiron is. Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron is actually moving retrograde. It's moving backwards. It's at 1 degree of Aries, and it's going to move back into Pisces again. So there is a sense of stop and start here before Chiron can begin the new journey through Aries, right? And Chiron is all about healing, becoming the doctor, becoming the healer. After you have healed yourself, of course. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles, and that is in the hidden position. And we've got the Chariot. So Cancer is very strong here as a water sign. Now, Cancer is the card of home. It's our stability. It's the 4th house, so it speaks of parents as well. This is a number 7. It's in the hidden position. Now, this speaks of overcoming obstacles, movement, literal movement. And, you know, it's like bringing together, like these 2 sphinxes that are down the bottom, the yin and the yang. It's bringing those 2 together, being able to steer forward momentum for you. Now, look at the star that's above his head, right? That star does remind me of the star card. And the star card is Aquarian energy. Again, the eclipse in Aquarius. Aquarius is being part of the group, but being an individual as well. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so it breaks down what does not work. So overcoming obstacles, anything to do with family. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Aquarius with the full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius, right? That's why I said with that eclipse, some of you may already have started moving. Now, there's a sense of being independent here, a strong independence. Maybe the family is helping you stand on your own. Some of you are flying the coop, moving away from family, beginning on your own. Let's look at the 6 of Wands. And 10 of Wands. So, a bit of a burden, yes. 10s break down to a 1. It's like it's breaking down to the Ace of Wands. So for those of you that got to a point of success and balance, right? It's as though you're starting something new, right? Or others of you, maybe this was too much of a burden. Some of you, if some of you have been dealing with someone in your lives that's been quite successful, and through that there's been a lot of ego, very ego-centered, it's been quite a burden for you. But you know, the 10 always speaks of getting to that goal. Yes, getting to that goal, but then beginning something new again. There's a lot of fire energy here. So you've got the 9 and you've got the 10 as well. So a lot of you in business, yes, are getting to a point of success and completion. Others of you are still finishing up. Now, there's a few people here that got to a point of success and they could not climb the ladder anymore. They got to the highest place, but they're people who need a challenge, who want a challenge. They're workaholics, and I feel as though that they're starting something new. Now, if this is a new project, yes, beginning new projects, new creative ventures that are going to pay off. It's going to be hard work to start off with, but you've got the fire beneath you. Now, some of you, these projects may not be taking place, may not be starting until Mars starts to go direct, and that's not going to be for another 3 weeks to go. Let's look at the divine message here, the planetary position. And we've got another fire sign, the Queen of Wands. What am I saying? I was going to say Scorpio. Could be Scorpio with fire. But this is Leo, more than likely, Sagittarius or Aries. All those 3 signs are here. Now, she's a leader. She is a leader. She calls the shots. She can be quite egotistical. She can be very loving and nurturing and giving. And we've got here now, we've got a fire sign female with a fire sign male, but this is a queen and this is a knight. Could there be an age difference? An age difference where the male, or whoever takes the role of the male, is younger than the female. Yes, there could be an age difference. Now, there is a lot of passion here, a lot of passion. She's much more settled in than what he is. For some of you, if this is your partner, maybe they travel a lot for work, right? For others of you that are beginning something new creatively, you're going places big time. You're taking action, you're moving quickly, and you're getting to a point of success, because if we look at her, she's in a very good place. Very good place. And because she's a Queen of Wands, I'm going to say that as soon as Mars moves direct, then it's going to be time to take action, not before that. Okay, if you're beginning something new, please wait and at least until Mars goes direct. Let's look at the final outcome position, which is the World. Now, these are not, if we are not talking about a fire sign, it is a woman. Of course, it can be a male, but mostly I would say if it is a female, it could be fire sun, right? Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, with even, with Earth as their moon, for an example, and a lot of water. Could be rising in Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Doesn't really matter what the signs are. There's a few signs here. If the story speaks to your situation, then this is for you. Now, I'm going to say that there is a couple here who there's a very sexual nature, very sexual attraction here. But for some of you, one of you is walking away, and I would say the female is walking away because there is not enough emotional security here. There's more sexual attraction. right, than emotional balancing out. And that's why some of you are moving away. Let's look at this. No, I said I was going to look here on the world, the card of the world, which is a successful ending of a karmic cycle, karmic relationship, or just completing a stage in a relationship. This is the card. Wow. And we've got the Five of Cups here. We've got 3 5s here, you guys. 3 5s is the devil. They add up to 15. Again, crying over spilt milk. Looking towards the past. For those of you that are ending this cycle, there are the Two of Cups, right? Two of Cups are there. Do not stay stuck in this situation. I'm going to take another one. For some of you, this devil energy is just too hard. It's just it's overwhelming. And we've got 2 cards that flipped open. We've got the Four of Pentacles and we've got the Sun. Now, I'm reading this for many people. For me, the Four of Pentacles is Taurian energy. Why? Because they're very, very much focused on their finances. But if we are talking about any other earth sign, this is someone who is holding something that's very near and dear to them. We've all got, most of us have got, planets in all, like in earth, in all the elements, I wanted to say. We've all got earth in our horoscope somewhere. So this energy here speaks of holding on to something and not letting go. So holding on to something that we value very much so. Now we've got the energy of Leo here. Here is the Sun. Here is the Sun. And the Sun is everything that we want. Everything that is near and dear to us. Everything that is truly in our heart space. Right? Here comes the Sun. And I say, it's all right, says the song. I don't remember who sings it. We've got a beautiful energy here. The Sun is where the eclipse is going to show something is beginning. Now, anything to do with Leo, and I've already spoken about Leo. I'm not going to say it all over again. It's going to take forever. But some of you are having trouble letting go of a past situation. But do know that with the eclipse coming, if you're on the wrong path, you're going to be jolted onto the new path, because this is what we're all looking for. Okay? Now I'm going to take some Sibillas. I'm going to take 1 card just on this devil card. And I'm going to take just a few Sibillas. Okay, we've got 2 cards. 3. Okay. Wow. Okay. 6 of Cups. Innocence, childhood, someone from your past. An offer that is coming in. It's like the 2 of Cups for me. All right. So innocence is here. Taking time out. Crying over what has been lost. Look at this man. This is the 4 of Swords. This is the only Swords card in the reading. And then again, we've got the Strength card. Again, Leo. For those of you that are crying over having lost someone, literally or metaphorically, know that the universe is going to give you the strength to get over what you are missing, what is missing from your life. Okay? Others of you are taking time out because there is something coming from your past, and I feel as though with the retrogrades, right? That's the time when you're going to take the time out. Someone or some situation is coming back from your past. Now you are meditating here, taking time out before you get out with that, with that sword to start something new, right? Fours always speak of home, stability, family. And here we've got the Strength card. Through wisdom, through strength, through trust, right? You're going to get through this situation, whatever you need to draw all your strength up to do, right? It's number 8, okay? Again, I did mention the Strength card before. There's very strong Leo qualities here. I'm going to take a few Sibillas. Now, we are in the time of Leo, right? So, for a lot of you, you're going through these energies right now. Others of you may have a strong Leo person in your life that's there to hold your hand, whatever you're going through. Some of you may be crying over any like mishaps with family members. I want to say, because this is a 4, usually in the Rider-Waite there's 3 swords above and there's 1 below. So that's like getting over a broken heart. Okay, let me take some Sibillas. I want to look at the top position, which is the present, the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So we've got delirante, silly actions or just being delirious, support from family and friends. Militare, which is it's like the Capricornian energy, trying to climb that major obstacle, the mountain ahead of you, but you can do this. It also does speak of secrets, being on a mission, not telling anyone. And here we've got the artista, which is a discovery that is made. This is the crazy scientist. Now, there is a discovery that's made because this person is he looks above the mundane. He looks, it's like Uranian energy, looking from above and being able to see through what's happening down on earth. It's like you've got the eye of an eagle and you can pinpoint what you need to do. And through that, like being very, very, very progressive thinking is going to make you have a discovery in relation to a spiritual growth, in relation to a spiritual bond, any relationship, partnership. Now, the artista can also be a scientist, it can be a doctor, it can also be a solicitor. Very Aquarian energy is the artista. So let's look now at the, I want to see what the hidden message is here. Here, which is the card of Cancer, the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles. We've got Superbia. So this is, again, vanity. Or it could be something that is really beautiful, something wonderful coming in. We've got Sacerdote, which is the priest. This is commitment. This is contracts. This is religion, faith, hope. Sacerdote is the priest. It's like the Hierophant. Now, this could be the man who stands alone, someone who is in solitude, again, being very independent. But it can speak of our higher self as well. And then we've got the domestico, which is someone who is very close to you, someone who's there to serve you. And also, this is someone who, yes, who can be your right-hand man, but there is a sense of not having so much trust here. For others of you, this could be help coming in relation to anything to do with money, movement, commitment, taking your relationships to the next level. Yes? This could be help in overcoming anything to do with finances as well. Keeping the faith that you will be looked after. Let's look at the divine here, where we've got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. What is that going to show us? Let's see. We've got lettera, which is news coming in, and this can be from afar. We've got sospiri, which is like the Three of Wands. So whatever seeds you have planted, you are waiting for them to grow. Your ships have gone out, they're coming back, but there is a waiting process here, and it's been tough. And we've got the leggerezza, which is transformation, right? Through a sexual relationship, through the weight being lifted from your shoulders. So you are transforming, you are becoming a butterfly where you can move freely now. So whatever is going on where you feel bound and chained, news is coming in that what you have been waiting and hoping for is going to happen. It's going to come in. It's like spring is coming in. See the butterfly, right? And I would say that it's coming in fairly quickly as well with the energy of this Knight of Wands. Some of you are waiting on a visitor, waiting on someone or something to come in before the burden can be lifted off of your shoulders. Let's look at those aces, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. With those two aces there, and in the action and advice position, I would say go and play lotto. Have a go on lottery. Try your luck. Okay, we've got Amore, little Cupid. Little Amore. We've got Nemica, which could be an enemy. This could be competition for you. Or this is someone that is being unveiled. The mask is coming off, so you're going to see the truth in relation to what was negative in love, anything that was stopping you from moving forward, right? And for those of you that had competition here, you're going to see who your enemy is. And then we've got the Merchant. Now the Merchant is someone who treads very carefully in relation to any contracts being made, being signed. Please look at the finer details before you sign anything. Now the Merchant does deal with import-export, so people at a distance overseas. This person is also very careful in relation to, as I said, any contracts, so that could speak even of love, right? Now he's thinking about business as well, for others of you. So the Merchant is an entrepreneur, right? It is someone that knows what he's doing, right? He's very experienced. He's the entrepreneur. So, and if you look at these two cards together, as you could see behind him, there is an enemy, and this could be a female that is behind his back. He does not know that this enemy exists, right? Now, if she is an energy, it does say that you're going to know where you're heading. Okay, it's going to reveal itself. I'm going to take another card on that. It's going to reveal itself. What these Sibillas tell me is that when you think that, as I was saying before, when you think that you can just about get to your goal and there's stagnant energy there, you're not allowed to move forward. You can't move. It's like trying to move through water very fast. You're going to have to take it slowly before you can get to the success. And as I said, that can be the energy of Chronos, Saturn, time. And we've got the Belvedere, being on the lookout. It is coming in, you guys. You are on the lookout and you are waiting for something to come in. It's going to happen. You can just see it through that binocular, whatever it is that the woman is holding. So it's at a distance, but it's on its way. Remember, we've also got that, like the Three of Wands. The ships are coming in. There is a sense of just take it slowly and carefully. Do not push and rush forward, because this woman, she's got one eye open, one eye closed. She's on the lookout. There is a reason for that. Take care. Do not push unless you need to, unless you are told to. Let me look at the Devil card. Devil card with the Six of Cups, Four of Swords, and Strength card. Now we've got Pensiero, which is like the Hermit, Virgo energy, solicitor looking over the details, anyone looking into the details and putting a lot of thought in. This could even be a doctor. We've got Denaro, which is like the Ace of Pentacles, getting secure. This is the safe. It is safe. Through thought, you are pushing forward certainly with your, you've got backup, and I want to say backup through a person who is either Leo, or it's the universe, it's the divine in the time of Leo, where you've got support, okay? Now, for others of you, this could be family that is supportive here, because it speaks of, like the Ace of Pentacles does, anything that speaks of security and something physical, tangible, and something that is secure. It does speak of family to me, right? And here we've got advantageous matrimony. So for those of you that are taking your relationship to the next level, finances are in the mix as well. And there is a sense of abundance here. And we've got alegria, which is again merriment, going out, being with friends and celebrating. So the support that is here for you, the new beginnings that are going to start for you, as I said, you're not going it alone, dear people. It is a time of being part of the group, being part of the family. Wow, okay. So I'm taking 3 cards from the Lenormand. We've got number 28, which is the male. This is like the boy next door. This is someone who is very sort of a grounded sort of a character. Now, this could be your energy. This could be your partner. Let's say that this is the boy next door. This is someone who is someone that you can really depend on. Someone that's going to be there for the long haul. That's how I see this male in these Gilded Reverie Lenormands. There's also another male who is depicted wearing the Mars sign on his chest. He's much more of a sexual character, much more passionate, right? Whereas this person, this male here, is someone who is much more stable. You know, they're an overall sort of a person. Someone that you can depend on. Very good marriage material for those girls out there that are looking for, that are wondering if this is your partner. You will know. Okay, another card. Okay, we've got, wow, we've got the fox. Now, the fox can speak of intelligence. It can also speak of being being careful because someone can be quite sneaky. Now, the fox, as I said, can be energy that there is lack of trust here because the fox, you know, this is like the Seven of Swords in the tarot, but it's a number 14. Now, number 14 it's the card of Sagittarius. It's the divine, right? It's temperance. Now, is this telling me that you need to temper yourself, you need to be smart, and through that you will come to your healing. You will be healed because temperance does speak of healing. So, some of you may be dealing with someone who is not above board. Okay, they've got a very innocent look about them, but they can be quite deceptive or trying to do something behind your back. Let's take another card. And we've got number 22, which is the staircase. For me, this is the staircase that leads to heaven. You've got a choice to make, people. Yeah. This is a master number. It's a 22. Right? Master numbers you cannot break down. Master numbers are from the divine. It looks as though you've got two choices, two doors. And I would say that it's not, and this is the message that comes through, it's not the final result. It's not the goal. It's not the end. But it's the journey. I would say with this, you are guided. Twos always speak of relationships, partnerships, right? And sometimes it's good to have choices than not to have choices. Just looking at the bottom of the deck, we've got the rider. Here is a number 1. She is riding on a rainbow, which, you know, she's trying to get to the end of that rainbow. Some of you may be dealing with someone coming in from afar, a visitor. Others of you may be traveling. This also speaks of news coming in. Now, we've got a 9 here. We've also got another 9 here. 9s speak of nearly getting there, nearly being there. 9 is also the house of Sagittarius. Foreign places, people at a distance, your higher self, the divine truth, right? Okay. Just looking at the reading, see if anything pops out to me. Okay, we've got a 28 and a 14. So 14 is halfway for the 28, like 14 fits into 28 twice. So what this tells me is that whatever intelligence is happening, going on here, or sneakiness, these people, whoever is doing this, whoever is taking on the energy of the fox, is halfway here. Okay, so it takes what I'm just trying to get the words to come out right. What I'm trying to say is that if one of the people in the couple is being a little bit sneaky or being very intelligent, I am thinking that don't be blindfolded from this male. This male is as smart or as cunning as the fox, right? This male looks very innocent, but they can be quite cunning. And when I say cunning, that sounds very negative, doesn't it? I want to say intelligent, okay? There is a strong intelligence about this person. So looks can deceive, I want to say, right? Do not underestimate the intelligence of this male. Okay, now I'm going to take these cards because I want to take the romance angels, one for each sign. A lot of messages coming through there. Now, with that karma dharma having the devil there, and that is very karmic, obviously, I would say that a lot of bondages are going to be broken. A lot of chains are going to be coming down. They're going to be broken with the help of the sun, with the help of this eclipse. I do believe that those energies are coming to a halt, coming to an end. Why? We had the World card as the final outcome. So, being freed, being free to act, being free to move, being free to love. Any narcissistic relationships and partnerships are taking on a new beginning. I do believe that there's going to be a point of, because people are growing spiritually, and our third eye is opening. Spiritually we are growing, and that for me, new love. New love. Okay, we've got new love for a lot of you, and that was with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. For those of you that are Aries, we've got new love. I was saying that we are growing spiritually, and when we grow spiritually and we mature, we can see the truth. The truth is that we are all free. Okay? We are all free. We've been born alone. We're going to die alone. We don't need to live under someone else's thumb. Okay? For those of you that are in difficult relationships, narcissistic relationships, it is a time of awareness. And you know what? When there's a will, there's a way. Do not stay bound. Do not stay stuck with any situation. Okay, Taurus. Taurus is next. And the card for Aries really wanted to come out. So Taurus, we've got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So self-respect, yes. That's a big message. Gemini, we've got codependency. Oh, my dear Gemini. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, and that can be an addictive partner as well. Codependency can also speak of, it's like the devil energy. I'm sorry to see that, dear Gemini. Okay, Cancer, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Cancer needs to retreat, just like the crab does when it feels as though it's in danger. Take time out with your partner. Okay? Retreat, and know that you've got the support of your family as well. Retreat and spend time. It's time to spend time with your partner. Next is Leo. Leo, we've got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Power and passion for Leo. Virgo, we've got give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Keep trying, keep working at it, dear Virgo. Okay. Next is Libra, and that's where Venus has moved into. Oh my God, Libra, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So for those of you that are going through breakups, okay, some of you are just leaving someone behind because there is not enough love. And Libra may be tired of trying to bring in the balance with everything. Of course, this is not going to be for everyone. Unrequited love could be, it could be you that there's someone that's interested in you and this is not the right person for you. Okay? It's all about finding your balance. And we all know that if we're not happy, if we do not value this person, that's what Venus is. Libra, if you do not value this love, then you are not going to settle for it. It's as simple as that. Next is Scorpio. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally for Scorpio. Controlling, there's control again. Know that trying to control someone, whether they are trying to control you or you them, it's not going to work. At some point it's going to break. Next sign is Sagittarius. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, dear Sag. So romance, that's very Leo energy. Next is Capricorn. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Of course, having Mars in your sign, Mars is all about chemistry. And of course, we know Capricorn with the devil energy. Chemistry is very, very important, right? Next, we've got Aquarius. Make the effort. Give. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So make the effort. Children may be important for you, Aquarius. And having Leo opposite your sign, it's all about children. So yeah, you've got to work with those energies. And last but not least is Pisces. And we've got heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay? Honestly. And hopefully we're listening to those words, because Neptune is in Pisces. Okay, that is trying to see things through rose-colored glasses, seeing things through rose-colored glasses, not being able to see the truth. So heart-to-heart conversations, very important. Now, why am I going to take one card for Gemini? Because codependent relationships may be overbearing and you need a bit more advice. If you get out of that codependent relationship, what's in the future for you? And then I'm going to take one for Libra as well. So for Gemini, and we've got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Gemini, wow. Okay, so get out of codependency, because true love is waiting for you. Now, I'm going to look at Libra as well. Unrequited love. What happens if there is an unrequited love? You go elsewhere. You look elsewhere, right? For those of you that your partner is not on the same page as you, it's not meant to be. Let that go. Let's see what else is in store for those of you that need to look to find your divine partner. And we've got reconciliation. Wow. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So reconciling. Very retrograde. Some of you could be someone from your past. For others of you, and when I look at this card, these two people, even though they may have not known each other in this life, but from a previous life. They could be soulmates, twin flames, they're coming together. They're up in the sky, right? Okay? So this is someone from a past life. That's how I see it. And if there is unrequited love with the person you're involved with, you need to catch up with this person. This is your twin flame. This is your soulmate that you need to meet up with. So that's why you've got unrequited love. You're barking up the wrong tree. Okay, dear Libra. I want to take one for Taurus, because it says love yourself first, which to me says that, you know what? That means that you are obviously and more than likely involved with someone who's got a very strong ego. And it's time to nurture and love yourself at this point, dear Taurus. And that says to love yourself, and that's what Leo is all about. And we've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. We've got a saying in Greek which says that the karma from the parents the children pay for. So healing family issues says you need to forgive before you can move forward, okay? Now, healing family issues could be speaking of those of you that are in a committed partnership or relationship. There is a chance to mend your relationship as well as forgiving your parents. For those of you that are holding a grudge onto parents, then this is like a boomerang for your love life. So you need to give love before you can receive, and that is open your heart and trust. Okay? All right. I think I will leave it at that. Thank you so much to all of you. As I said, for those of you that want to take part in the competition on Facebook, please go to my Facebook page, like it, okay, and comment so that you can take part in the competition for a free reading. I would really appreciate a comment here on YouTube as well, and a like and a share if you can, and because a lot of work goes into these readings, and I'm just, giving to you, so a little bit of love back to me would really, really behoove you as well as me. Sending you blessings, sending you lots of love, and just know that the divine is always giving us love, so we need to give that love back in whatever way we can. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye for now.